What is up, guys? Welcome to the Shadowcast. Today we are going to be speaking about the cause of homosexuality. One of the main arguments within the homosexual debate is whether or not such people are actually born that way. Some would suggest that this is the case, whilst others will support causes based on nurture, choice, and spiritual influences. So let's begin. You are not gay. It's just the demon that's inside of you. You weren't born that way. Don't let it try to lie to you. Tyson James and ASAP Preach, Demon Month. The song just mentioned implies that homosexuality is not a condition you are born with, but rather it's a direct result of demonic influence. Though I don't disagree that the Bible supports such an idea, the fact is it lists multiple reasons as to the cause and origin of same-sex attractions. Within the Gospel of Matthew chapter 4, the Bible portrays Jesus as having healed people of all kinds of diseases and sicknesses. The Greek term for sickness here is actually malakia, from the word malako. Malako means effeminate and or a catamite. A catamite is a boy who is reserved for homosexual practices. Someone who is effeminate is a male who acts, speaks, and dresses like the opposite sex, which is how many homosexual men are inclined to behave. Thus, Jesus is drawing a direct connection between homosexuality and sickness, and according to the Bible, it is something one needs to be healed from. In the book of Romans chapter 1, God describes the cause of homosexuality as being hate and rejection towards God. The verse states that due to such attitudes, God gives such people over to a reprobate mind to commit such filthy acts, one of which being homosexual practices. The Bible suggests here that man's mind has a filter which prevents them from both considering and practicing certain types of sin. Yet when people possess a hateful attitude towards God, He removes this filter, allowing them to commit things that most people would never even think of committing. So in a sense, the phrase, "God made me this way," is not entirely false. God opens the door for them to take part in same-sex practices, but only as a result of their negative attitude towards Him. The Bible portrays Satan as being a deceiver of men. In fact, Matthew 4 states that Satan took it upon himself to tempt Christ in the wilderness. The devil always tries to get man to walk in ways contrary to the commands of God. Thus, he tempts mankind through a variety of means, even suggesting certain thoughts within their minds in order to get them to commit sin. It's entirely possible, then, for the devil to place homosexual thoughts or suggest such practices within kids and adults alike. This is why it's so important that people know the scriptures, because just as Jesus used the scriptures to defeat the devil's temptations, we can do the same. So the song's assertion that homosexuality is demonic in origin is not biblically unsound, especially when we consider the fact that sickness and illness can be caused through the hands of demons, as we see in the Gospels. According to the scriptures, it's not something we are born with, nor is it something God considers normal and worthy of acceptance. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe.